What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to what should be hopefully a somewhat quick video. We're going to be doing the path from Thronefast to Wild's End, and then I'm also going to have a second video of Wild's End back to Thronefast. Now, I am running right now on a level 13 enchanter. That being said, I have done this run multiple times on a level 1 character. I have videos of that on my YouTube or on my Twitch VOD, so you can find all this stuff over on Twitch TV/JDon77. But this should help get people to and from Wild's End in terms of a video format. Before you go and watch this video, I strongly advise you don't watch this video. Go do the run yourself. Enjoy the exploration. This is more or less a spoiler, but if you really just want to see how to do it, I'm going to provide the video. So that was your spoiler tag. If anything's ruined for you at this point, that's on you. And I just woke up. Sorry, I look like crap. You're going to have to deal with it. I'm going to sound like crap. But we're going to have a great time, and we're going to do this run right now. Somebody's messaging me right now. You're running back from WE later tonight. I just died on the run in AVP from Wild's End. Nah, going there and back now for a YouTube vid. All right, here we go. Let's get started. So we are leaving the Thronefast gate. Thronefast is behind us. We will be heading south out of the gate. And I'm going to kind of speak through this as I go. I've got a couple of people that are going to follow along with me. 2 are in my group. Some others may be joining. But I will try to give some level of narration as we go as to where we're going. So to start out, it's very simple. Just follow the road from Thronefast. If you stick to the road as it bends back around to the east here, it'll take you over to the crossroads, and you can then turn and go south from the crossroads to the Aeonder's Pass gate. I'm actually going to cut across some countryside, kind of like a Hobbit shortcut, you know, Frodo and Sam and all them, and they found the mushrooms. We're not going to find any mushrooms, but we're also not going to find any ring wraiths. We're going to cut straight through this area right here to the southeast and arrive at the Aeonder's Pass gate. So let's head this way. Be aware that as you pass through this area, there are some hostile mobs right in here. There's a group of Godai bandits, and they love to tell you Godai might. So be aware of that. And let's see if my dudes are ready. Tell Nakor leaving now. AVP gate. So we're almost to the AVP gate. Letting people that want to follow me, follow me. And we'll see how long this takes us. I've got a little timer going as we record. I'm also live streaming this, so I will be talking to my stream as we go. I do want to turn this thing that I have turned on right now off. Where is that? Right there. Let's turn that off. There we go. All right, we're going to stop at the AVP gate for just a moment and give them a chance to catch up to us. There's Nakor. We'll go ahead and invite him into the group. And we'll wait for them to arrive. I'm going to pause the recording until they're both here. All right, so we've got Raspberry and Nakor following us. This is a couple of lower levels. We got a level 5 and a level 6. And it's very, very, very possible that they're going to die. And if they do, I feel terrible for them. It is entirely possible we'll die. I have no idea what the actual level of the mobs on this trip are. I've done it on level 1s. All that good stuff. Let's get Turnip an invite if he wants to roll with us. Oh, I've got to wait till I get in the other zone. I forgot. I'll zone over and grab Turnip when we get over there. Vale, are you going with us? I'm just going to say Val because that's what I know you as. So Val, are you running with us, bro? To Wild's End? All right, so once you zone into AVP, Aeonder's Pass, just going to run directly to the southwest. We're heading across this bridge. We're going to pick up a few more amigos so we can kind of explore as we go. Raxiel has said he's not coming with us. The Australian does not enjoy adventuring. We'll get some lovely sightseeing in for at least a little bit, although the sun is setting and it is going to get a lot scarier once it gets dark and harder to see. But that's okay. We'll show that the adventure can be done even at night, and that will cut down on the spoilers because you won't be able to see all the beautiful landscape that you'd be able to see during the day. I strongly suggest making the run during the day. It will be considerably easier. We're going to turn from the bridge and we're going to head to our southeast now. And this is taking us over towards the village of Dimmoth. The zone in for the next area, which will be Silent Plains, is going to be in the southeast corner of the zone. There's Steffi. We'll give Steffi a little wave. Okay, we'll get Vengeance in the group. We're going to have a whole herd of people rolling through. We will probably pause for a moment at Dimmoth and wait for Vengeance to catch up with us. Jam the theme song has been requested, so here comes the Forge theme song.
On the screen when dusk is falling, Jadian streaming and chat is calling. Join our quest across Terminus's land. Pantheon's lore at your fingers' command. Through the Thronefast woods and Aeonder's night, guiding Forge with the leader's sight. Whispers rise from Hella caverns deep, braving the frozen trail of Aeonder's icy sheet. When you need a brother in arms and a guilty
If you are heading out of Dimmoth, the person right here with red clothing is a banker. You can leave all of your goods here so that you do not lose them. We're going to pause right here and we're going to wait for Vengeance to join us, and then we will head out from here. There is a gate heading to the west that we will be exiting out of.
A twitch of the finger, a turn of the head. JD's mess stops orcs, men, and the undead, facing down wyverns and goblin hordes, standing side by side with the space wizard friends of Forge.
There is a bind stone just outside and to the right if you would like to bind here before we leave. I will be binding so that bind stone has room.
Shake down in Aeonder caverns deep. Aeonder's orcs afraid to lay down for sleep. When you need a brother in arms and a guilt to call home, Jadian's got you covered. It's dangerous to go alone. Together though we rise, our spirits take flight. Forge brings the dawn to the blackest night.
So right now we are just waiting on Vengeance to join us. Once Vengeance gets here, we will be heading out.
Into war with Milk in stride, Natsuna and Malkael charge to our side. All allies unite for adventure soon to come. Forge shall rise, and through by the bard's epic shall be sung. Through the Thronefast woods and Aeonder's night, guiding Forge towards the light. The back rows hide and how the caverns deep. Out in Aeonder the Usharuk weeps. When you need a brother in arms and a guilt to call home, Jadian's got you covered. It's dangerous to go alone. Together we rise, our spirits take flight.
My money says Vengeance dies before he makes it here. But we'll see. Maybe he'll make the run this time. All right, that was the Forge theme song. No, he made it. He got a bat on him. Let's kill this bat. Get a little combat action in before we get going here. All right, I'm going to pause the recording until we're ready to head out. All right, we have everybody here. We are standing just outside the western gate of Dimmoth. We are going to take off now. So we're going to head out this direction. And we're going to hope that our team stays in tow. And this should make for a fun time. Got some buffs. We lost all of our shaman buffs, Sag. Hashtag Sag. But it'll be okay. Okay, we mostly have to watch out for bears and wolves and stuff out here. It's going to be harder on the dudes that are with us than it is going to be on us because we don't aggro most of this stuff anymore. So we'll need to keep an eye on Raspberry and Knacker. If they start getting attacked, yeah, they're already getting attacked. Okay, we're gonna kill things as we go for them. If you're a level 1 trying to make this run, it is completely doable, but you have a lot of stuff you're going to have to dodge. All of the stuff that we're just running past, you will aggro. Where's Raspberry? Where's Raspberry? Okay, Raspberry's with us. Okay. All right, as we head to the southwest, right over here is Mad Run. The other way that you could go is if you were to have gone over to the west, you could swing by Hangor. There is another Bindstone over by Hangor that might make your journey a little easier if you can make it to that Bindstone and die. It's not the end of the world. I'm going to burn down some mobs here, keep people safe and alive. And then we'll continue on. And so right here is the entrance to Mad Run. Lots of spiders out in this area, lots of wolves. We're going to kind of cut back to our west right here in front of the entrance to Mad Run. And then we'll start bearing more to our southwest again. We want to get up here and skirt along the side of this mountain range. We've got some more wolves incoming, so we'll kill these. Let me get some buffs on some folks here. Make sure that they've got mana and stuff right quick. Alright, let's keep trucking along here. So you do have some skellies that spawn out here, these little gremlin dudes. We're just going to hug along this wall. There will be an invisible wall that we approach as we get up here. The invisible walls that you're going to find in this game most of the time are an area that is basically being blocked for future content releases, like it might lead to a zone or a city or a village or quests that people currently don't have access to or they don't want us to have access to just yet. So we're going to kind of skirt along this wall following south by southwest. What's going on, Novender? There is a bear up ahead right here, so we'll keep an eye on that guy. He's a white con. Let's go ahead and kill him. He'll probably aggro the other dudes. Bear tallow is always good to get anyway. We need it for bags and other crafts. Plus, we need some bear hides. Somebody should skin that and hopefully get a normal bear hide off of it. I'm going to try to hug kind of more to the south here to go around these bears for the low levels that are traveling with us. Here's some cotton somebody can harvest. We've got a few more rabid grizzlies. This one's going to aggro, so we'll go ahead and take it out right quick. So at 13, this is a lot easier to do because a lot of these bears are white. When you're coming through here as a level 1, you're literally playing dodgeball in a minefield. Like I said, it's completely doable. I have a VOD of it up on my Discord channel. I mean, not Discord, my YouTube channel. But yeah, it's dangerous. Let's get a drink of coffee right quick. That is correct, Corpse Twister. This will be going up on YouTube. So I'm trying to do it right the first time so that we don't have to do this more than once. Plus, there were a lot of people who wanted to hang out and see this path, so We're just going to do the entire path from Thronefast over to Wild's End. Dude Boy, Orc Boy dropping a 91-person raid in our laps as we do the escort mission from Thronefast to Wild's End and record it for YouTube. 91 people coming in to hang out with us in the middle of recording this video. What's going on, Dude Boy and the Orc Nation? How's everybody doing today? Dude Boy is next on my list of shout outs, so let's go ahead and get that shout out done right now. Dude Boy is a member of the guild, an excellent member of the Pantheon community, and all around just upstanding orc that you might want to go and follow and hang out with sometime. All right, we're going to continue on. We're hugging the wall, heading west. Now, right here, we're going to hit another invisible wall area, and you're going to see off in the background to the southwest a little bit of a village. This is something that is for a future part of the game that we don't have access to. You'll also see one of your first ash trees if somebody needs some ash. If you haven't been exploring around finding ash. But there's a little village back here. We currently can't access it because there's an invisible wall. There's also a guard right here. We're going to run along that invisible wall, and we're going to continue to press west. It's going to start kind of pushing us a bit northwest. We're on the zone wall now. Boggin says, pressure on to lead them to their death now. That's right. We are definitely leading people into their death. In fact, we already have a prediction in the chat as to who will die and who will not in this adventure that we're on. Got some walnut trees. We've got some more bears ahead. We're going to go ahead and burn this bear. Hit him with a flux, hit him with a stun. I'm out of mana because I won't sit down. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to eat some food for a minute here. Okay, get a little mana going. All right. Now, right up ahead of us, just to the north of us, is going to be a lake. Once you make it to this lake, you're kind of in a safe spot once you make it to this lake in terms of Aeonder's Pass. From here, you're going to make it at least into the Silent Plains. It gets a lot easier from here. The bears start to thin out. There's not as much, angry creatures waiting to eat you. But there are a few, like Raspberry just found, this angry bear right here. I'm just gonna take this till my team's ready to come and kill it. We'll stab it. We're a melee enchanter now. Melee enchanter for the win. We got a bubble. Stab and walk, boys. Stab and walk. Okay, so here's the lake. There's a little island out in the middle of the lake. This area is very beautiful during the daytime, but can't see anything right now, so. Hopefully we're getting lots of bear tallow and normal bear hides. All right, so we're going to walk along the edge of the lake. Watch out for the spindle leg spider. Don't aggro that. That's like a level 10 mob. It's aggroed. We're going to nuke it. It's attacking our level 6s. If you are trying to make this journey early on, I suggest you attempt this journey before you hit level 5. So about level 4, you don't leave a body behind. You don't drop anything. It's much safer to make the journey at that time than once you hit level 5 and start taking on experience loss. Once you hit level 5, you probably want to wait until you're like level 10 plus, just as an FYI. Now, there are two different ways we could go. We could go up top right here, or we can go in the valley right here. We're going to go in the valley. And this valley, I'm going to go ahead and type a /LOC when we get up here just to show you guys where the location of this valley is. We could have come around from the north side of the lake just for perspective. Halnir Cave is right over here. And there's a bindstone over there at Halnir. But this is the entrance valley to the Silent Plains. So if we do a loc right now, there is your location for Silent Plains. 2,254 by 1,340 on the X and the Y axis. We're going to snooze ads. We're not going to do any ads right now. I might do a 3-minute ad block in a minute, but we don't need any ads right now, boys and girls. We're kicking it loud and proud. And if you're watching this on YouTube today, there's a very good chance, especially if you're watching it on December the 14th, that I will be live streaming all day long as we continue early access weekend. Boys and girls, I'm loving it. The game is going fantastic. If you have not gone and left a Steam review and you're a owner of the game via Steam, please go give feedback. It not only helps the developers of the game, it helps the community of the game see what Pantheon is really like. And the good news is, at least from my perspective, is that over the past 24 hours, the game has gone to a fairly positive review state. It's almost at 70% positive reviews, and I expect more of those to roll in. So that's very cool. Got a good, healthy population in early access right now for the start of this period, and that's great. Mad Gamer 8531, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you, buddy. And we're heading up this direction. We're going to get a bit more visual going. We're going to drop the webcam out and let you guys see more of what's going on. Got some follows coming in. Thanks for the follows. And Trig as well. Mad Gamer is a gaming madman. I see. I see. Dude boy, we got a guy that came from your crew that joined the guild today. I believe it was Miko. Glad to have them aboard. Thanks for bringing them to us. So Winds of the Night says, this game feels death before it's out. I mean, 9 years for this. An uneducated person would say that, yes. There's a lot that goes into those 9 years. And 9 years for this? Yes. Yeah, 100%. The game's fantastic. It's only getting better every day. For a game that is still in its alpha state with another 2 years of development in front of it, with a dev team that only actually kind of got its boots on the ground in the past, roughly 4 years of those 9 years, they've done phenomenal things. They've got it, compared to games like Ashes of Creation, Star Citizen, things of that nature, this dev team has produced a phenomenal product. And I'm not knocking Ashes of Creation or Star Citizen for the record. I love both games. They're both fantastic in their own rights and for the types of games that they are. But yeah, this game is in a very good place. It's got a very strong showing, and it's going to continue to blow up as we go forward. It's very early on. The dev team started as a very green dev team. It was completely crowdfunded, and they've made a lot of mistakes, which they've owned up to. And they've corrected path and done a lot of great things to really rebuild this game from the ground up into something that is a very good product. The original product they had 3 or 4 years ago was not in a good place. They would have struggled mightily if they had tried to go to an early access state with it. And now the game is in a much better place. It's still very early, but like we said, you got 2 years or more time in early access of development where players get to get in here, influence that development, all that good jazz. And it's wonderful. You can see more about that on some of my other videos, and I'm happy to talk about that with anybody that wants to. But I think the game is in a very good place to start early access and to build out the community and get more opinions on how and what should exist here. So where we're heading right now, you can start to see the spires. These spires indicate that you are approaching the Silent Plains. Silent Plains is a very rocky and barren terrain, lots of jagged areas. Winds of Night, you're all good, buddy. I don't think that you are bringing any hate. You're just asking what you feel is an honest question, and that's okay. Darker Rose says, this reminds me slightly of EQ graphics. It's supposed to. It's 100% supposed to remind you of EQ graphics. They were going to go with a more realistic approach, but it just, for the Unity engine where it was and what they were trying to do, it was not viable. So they changed to a more, stylized art style. I did not like the art style at first. I was very much an opponent of that art style, but it has very much grown on me. Turnip says, I thought they were going to fill this valley with mobs. They are. Fortunately, they have not yet. So we have now zoned over into Silent Plains. Now here's where it starts to get a lot more dangerous. We're gonna be very careful here. There are monsters to our left and to our right under these pillars. So we need to be very careful and make sure that we are looking for them. We're gonna snooze that. So you can see off to the right, there's a scorpion silhouette. Those monsters will kill us. Boggin says, as someone that wasn't waiting for this game and only really got into hype about a month ago, I'm loving it so far. Yeah, that's one of the big problems. So there is another mob right there. We need to be careful. Some of us have been watching this game for more than 10 years. And so it's completely understandable why people might feel burned or like they've been waiting too long. It takes a lot of faith to believe that they're going to deliver. But I do believe they're going to deliver. I've been invested in this game for a long time and they're doing a great job with it. Silent Plains is a very beautiful zone, but it's beautiful in terms of its desolation. This is not a verdant plain. Watch out for the mobs below us. This is not a beautiful forest or anything like that. It is very bleak and desolate, but there are very beautiful things here. I want to see what this mob cons right quick. It is red. It is very red. All right, we're going to hug this wall. Now, I will tell you there is a city over here, and there is a city over here in those directions. Those directions would be southwest and west of where we are right now. But we're going to hug the wall to our north. We're going to be very careful because there's another scorpion mob right there. And there are going to be some other lovely, I think they're thornbacks or razorback, you know, kind of the wolf mobs in this area. We do not want to run into any of those in the dark. There's one right there. I don't know what level they are. Let's check it out. We got to be careful. Thorn scale, very red, very deadly. We don't want to aggro that. So we're going to swing this way. And then I'm going to try to catch up on Twitch chat as we continue our run and hopefully not get us wiped out. I'm going to sprint through this area just to get us through here quicker. Right here, this is the entrance to the Eastern Plains, the next stop on our journey. We're almost there, but we need to be watching for mobs as we go. So let me scroll back up just a bit. I think the time is not right for this game. Yeah, some people don't think the time is right. I disagree. I think the time is absolutely right. They need to start pushing forward. Nanis Lore says this game looks way better than EQ, and the spell effects are very nice looking too, which is most important. I can see people who are very graphically inclined being concerned about the game, but graphics are only a small portion of the fun factor for me. Thorfinn says, I found out about this game 2 days ago, love, and laugh out loud, and I dig it so far. Fantastic. Nanis Lore says, I would have bought it already, but I have another week to wait before I can get it. So I'm going to buy a copy this Thursday. Can't wait to see you in game, Nanis Lore. You like that it's a team game, says Winds of Might. It's very much a team game. It is a very challenging, difficult, punishing MMO in the old school style. It's great. Shikari says, how are you finding Enchanter? Seems like my kind of class. Shikari, I absolutely love Enchanter, and I will be happy to discuss it in depth as we wrap up this travel video. If I did not play Brighter Shores, I would have tried this game. I couldn't get into Brighter Shores. I tried, but I did not get into Brighter Shores. Is there a Discord channel to sponsor new members? I'm confused by the question, dude boy. What do you mean? How is the run going? Raxiel says, we're good. We're about to enter Eastern Plains right now. We're about 27 minutes in. We've had to stop a couple of times and take some different directions, though. Dude boy, can you clue me in as to what you mean by that? I'm a little confused by the question. You want to bring someone in? Just invite them to the general channel on Discord. Anybody is welcome on our Discord, and they can get involved in any of the channels at that time. But all they've got to do to get sponsored into the guild is have them go fill out the application. You can get the link to the application from... hang on a second. You can get the link to the application from Poker. Do you happen to know how many dungeons are in the game right now? There are 2 overworld dungeons and 1 zone-based dungeon currently in the Thronefast AVP areas, which includes Hallnir Cave. And then I believe there is an overworld dungeon in the World's End area. I have no idea what's inside of Eastern Plains or Silent Plains. We have not begun exploring the new areas because they are too high level. That's exactly what we're trying to build towards right now. All right, so we have just zoned over into Eastern Plains. Zone back, zone back, zone back, zone back, zone back, zone back. This is a bad place to zone over. Brother Groob is about to die. That's bad. Please don't die, Brother Groob. How do I know where to go? Because I've done this journey many, many times. I think we just lost our only form of res. I just tried to res her. That's terrible. Okay, unfortunately, we're going to have to go on without them. So there was a camp in the distance when we zoned over. The camp ate Groob. So don't zone in right in front of this rock. Apparently there is a camp waiting for us on the other side. Feels bad. We cannot drag them through the zone. No. But we can drag Groob's corpse so that it can be res at a later time. So if we had zoned over just a few feet, oh look, we've got a pill mob right here beside us. This will also attack and kill us. That is a red wolf. So this is where it gets very dangerous. This is what I'm saying about this trip is not easy. This trip is very difficult. Everything out here wants to kill you. Okay, we are in the Eastern Plains now. I'm going to give it just a minute for Turnip to zone across to join us. Turnip has a wolf right beside him, so hopefully he does not get killed over there. Turnip is being now chased by the wolf. He needs to come further to the north before he zones over. I don't know if he will make it away, but it looks like he might. As a new player, how do you know where to go? I will die 10,000 times. You don't know where to go. It is all about exploration. All right, we're just waiting for a moment for Turnip to zone back across. All right, there's Turnip. All right, let's continue our journey. So we're going to continue to head to the east. And this is the first time I've gone from Thronefast to Wild's End. I've only done the journey from Wild's End to Thronefast. So I don't know the perfect path yet. This is something I'm still figuring out. So we're hugging along the north wall right now. Next time I will make sure that I come closer to the zone wall as I come into this area. We want to keep a very close eye on all the mobs. This area is very beautiful. It's got lots of this orange grass with little purple flowers, pine trees. The music here tends to give a very Breath of the Wild vibe. So you need to be very careful with these wild bloods. They will wreck you. They are bright red to a level 13. And we're just going to continue to hug the wall and go around them, circumvent them. And there are various camps. If I'm slow to respond to chat right now, guys, I am sorry. I'm trying to do a whole lot of things at once. There is a camp of wild bloods right here. Be careful of that. And there are going to be a couple right here. Okay, we need to be very careful of that. We're going to need to go back a little bit. Actually, we might be able to go over. Let's go over right here. Let's climb up. We're going to climb up this rock wall and bypass these guys. You could go around them, but I haven't tried doing much climbing here, so we're going to do a little climbing. That's a big part of Pantheon is exploration, climbing. Might as well take advantage of it, right? Are there raids in the game right now? There are certain mobs that are considered raid bosses. For example, at the bottom of Mad Run, there is a giant spider that is considered a raid boss. Sounds good, group. Rest for a second, then we'll get to the top here. There are Shalazam maps. That's true. Would you say there is a good amount of content? I can tell you that as of right now, I have put hundreds of hours into the game before, in the last playtest, and I'm sure that I will put many, many more, thousands more into it. And I mean, we're still extremely early in terms of the development of this game. Like, we just started EA, and EA is going to last, 2 years. So yeah, there is a lot to do right now. Come on, guys. Come this way. Come on. Climb down this rock, land there, and we're good. Okay, so we bypassed all those mobs. There's another camp right over here. But at this point, we kind of want to go generally southeast. And if I missed anybody's questions on Twitch chat, guys, by all means, ask again. I will be happy to read it and answer it. But we are trying to do a whole bunch of stuff at once right now. Okay. I'm going to start training my climbing skill. You absolutely should start training your climbing skill. There are absolutely hidden treasures, hidden areas, hidden camps, hidden name mobs that are your climbing skill is going to matter. The same thing is going to be true with your swimming skill. There are absolutely hidden treasures and areas and camps and name mobs from swimming. What level am I? I am currently level 13. Sucks that there are wipes until 1.0, especially in a game like this. You could take that approach with it, Nanoslore, but the thing is this. The wipes, I don't see them happening more than every like 3 to 4 months. And with where the game is right now and with how many changes and developmental changes are going to be implemented, I think that the wipe rate of 3 to 4 months is going to make the game feel very seasonal, and it's not going to feel as bad as you might think. This is early access. You should be playing this game right now to kind of learn the game, feel the game out, test the game, and less for this is my, pride and joy. Oh, there's an ad. I'm going to wait for the guys on Twitch to finish their ad. Let me know when the ads are over. Okay, so these raptors right here are non-aggro. Oh, that one is aggro. That one is aggro. Scheiße. Run. That one is aggro. Hey, but that one didn't actually kill me in one shot. That's good to know. That's good to know. Because we're basically there. At this point, we're there. I'm probably going to die from this, but that's okay. We'll do our best. He leashed. He leashed. We did it. We escaped. Okay, so the ads are done. What level am I? I am level 13. I forgot what I was talking about before that, but I think it was... Oh, the wipes. Yeah, as far as the wipes and stuff go, look at it as seasonal content. There's going to be a lot of changes made, and the wipes happening every 3 to 4 months or less, it might be every 6 months, is going to basically introduce big changes that everybody's looking forward to, and it gives us a chance to come back and re-experience the launch of the game again. I would not buy this going into it with, this is my, my baby character that I'm going to love for the next 15 years. Go into it from the perspective of, I'm going to try out every class, I'm going to try out every trade skill, I'm really going to explore the game and learn the game and enjoy what they've got, and I'm going to provide... all of the feedback for how I would like to see the game developed while you have this opportunity. That's how I would approach the early access period. All right, so we've got just a couple more mobs to get past. We've got a wolf right here, and then we are going to be into Wild's End. So we're almost there. We did have one rough spot where we zoned into a camp and it killed some of our guys. And we did have one rough spot right there where I ran into what I thought was a passive raptor, but it was not. Raptors are definitely mean. I agree. Leveling has slowed down a bit from earlier testing. I would expect leveling to continue to slow down as we get more testers and as we go for longer longer between the wipe periods. The game is not intended to be fast. This game is very much about the horizontal journey, not the vertical journey. You should keep that in mind. I'm going to bring my camera back up as we are coming up to the end of the trip to Wild's End. There are very angry red beavers. I don't know where the rest of my team is, but hopefully they're still with me. So when you start to see the pink leaves and the purple grass, you will know you have made it to the Wild's End area. But that being said, you should understand, you are not safe. This area that we're about to be into is extremely not safe. All right, let's go check up on chat right quick. If I have no friends, should I play a Necro, Summoner, Shaman, or Pally? If you have no friends, first of all, come make some friends. I'll be your friend. Come talk to us, man. I got lots of friends, and I'll be happy to share them with you. But secondly, every class in the game, with the exception of possibly Rogue and Warrior, because they don't have any self-sustain, is completely capable of soloing in this game, at least up into the 20s. At that point, some of them are going to start to struggle a bit more, but you should really play wherever you feel the greatest, like, I feel engaged, I feel immersed, I feel enjoyment in what I'm doing right now. I'm going to wait right here for my friends to catch up, but we are zoning over to Wild's End right now. Now, I have not found a bindstone in Eastern Plains. I have not looked for a bindstone in Eastern Plains. I know where several camps are in Eastern Plains, but I have not done any binding in Eastern Plains. I know where a bindstone is in Silent Plains, and I have bound there. And we will check that out on our way back. I love how every time I start recording a YouTube video, I start burping like crazy. Probably because of all the coffee that I'm drinking. I drink like a pot a day. Let's see. That's not a bad run, actually. True. I'll be playing a Cleric and a Necromancer. Those are my old EQ class picks back in the day, but I played a lot of others as well. All the classes are fun. This is the zone over to Wild's End. So we're 42 minutes in with a few pauses, a few stops, and a couple of little snags. And you are now in Wild's End. Let's greet the zone. Hello, adventurers. Adventurers. I can't spell. Are there community created maps? Absolutely. So we got to be very careful right here. In this area, we want to run along this wall. And we want to be very careful of this evoker that's down here, as well as the cats and things of that nature. So we want to hug this wall. We want to generally go behind this tree. You can go in front of it if you're feeling, special, but we're going to go behind the tree. We're going to continue to hug the wall. We're going to travel past the root or the fallen tree, whatever you want to call this. I'll have to pay attention for just a moment, guys, and then I'll get back to reading chat soon. Go under the tree here. And then right here is where we're going to start to kind of bend back towards our left. Do not continue to run along this shelf. Along this shelf, you're going to run into these little guys, these owlbears. Now, at our level, we can actually fight the owlbears if we wanted to, but I don't know what faction they are, so I don't want to mess with those. You should take note that down below us are Ironfoot orcs. They are red to us at 13. So we want to just run right along this lip, this ridge right here, and that lets us avoid both the orcs and the owlbears. Okay, so they have no line of sight on us, so we can just skirt right along this ledge. There is an orc that paths right along here, so be careful of that. And then if you skirt along this ledge to roughly around right here, pay attention to make sure there's no orc. We're kind of safe at this point. Most of the other stuff around this area is not going to aggro us. We've got these Thornridge Panthers. They're not KOS. They're just Cold Stare. We've got large gas bats. These guys are showing as green and light blue for a level 13. We've got more of the Gleam Gliders. These are non-aggro. There are some Raptors in this area, but they are also non-aggro. That's why I thought that Raptor in the last area was non-aggro, because I got it confused. Okay, we're going to head this direction. We're basically going west right now, and what we're going towards is a bindstone that is over here. I'm taking my team down towards the bindstone. Turnip's killing the raptors just because I guess he wants to kill the raptors, but hey, that's fine. Okay, we're going to come right over here. So none of this stuff will aggro us. And we can come right down off the tip of this ledge, just the tip. And you can cut back to the left. And there is going to be a bindstone over here around the corner. So right over here in this rocky enclave, there will be a bindstone. If somebody wants to bind in Wild's End, they can bind right over here. And this is one of the, 3 new zones in the game. So there's the bindstone for those that want it. Just to put it in perspective, the location is 3,259 by negative 1999. Now, where is the rest of my team? I see Vengeance. I see Vale. I trust Turnip will find his own way. He's probably killing things. So we're going to head over to the Elvish City right quick. It's just a little further. And then we will stop the recording for Thronefast to Wild's End there. And then I will re-record another video of Wild's End to Thronefast to go and post. These rock shelves, you should be very careful. Some of them are safe, some of them are not. But we're going to head... if I remember right, with this one, we're going to go around this backside. Be careful walking along the rim of the rock shelf. There are parts that do not have their colliders in place right now, and you will fall through. Also, watch for deep crevices. You can fall in those and have to slash stuck, which may not be fun for your adventure. All right, I can go back and read chat now as we make our way to the Elvish City. Go see what I've missed out on. Leveling has definitely slowed out. How do reses work in this game? Can anyone revive you? Reses are done by priests. They can be done by shamans, clerics, and eventually druids. Reses start off at 0% at level 8. At level 18, I think, you get a 25% res. It might be level 16. Level 16, you get a 25% res. 25% of your experience is returned to you. At level 24, you get a 50% experience res. We are under the assumption there will be a 60%, 75%, and 90% experience res. So we're more or less wanting to just head south, maybe a little west to get to the Elven Village. We could climb up on these rocks. I'm just going to skirt them. Mostly because I get lost every time I come in here because I've only been here like 4 times. What is a good server for Eastern Time Zone? It depends on what you're looking for, to be honest, Caveman. I would look around on the official Discord at what guilds are available where and what guild might appeal to you, because you're going to want to be involved in a guild. But beyond that, it's throw a dart and pick one that actually has some kind of population showing in the East Coast. At the same time, I wouldn't be overall worried about whether it's East Coast or West Coast. I would just be worried about, does it have population on it? My guild is on Vale. Black Moon is a very, very populated server. So it really just depends on what you're looking for. We're heading primarily south right now towards the village. These crawlers are aggro, by the way. Be aware of that. Actually, that one's not, but usually they are. Now, let's see if I can actually find the city. So here is a kind of a POI. If you find this, you're not very far from the city. This place is very beautiful at night, by the way. These are friendly NPCs, so you don't have to worry about them. But this whole area glows at night. It's very pretty. I'm playing the game. I'm making a village called Falcon Cove. You're playing the... Oh, Bellwright. Right. Got you. Very cool. I haven't gotten into Bellwright. Dude, my mustache is tickling my nose so much today, and I hate it. I hate having a mustache. All right. So we should be starting to come out of the trees soon. Over near the village. Small spine crawlers. All that good stuff. This is where I always get lost. It all starts to look the same to me, and I'm like, am I in the right place? Somewhere around here, we're going to find a village. But I don't know where. I need an adult. I need someone to show me the rest of the way. Dude, I used to have no mustache, but everybody I talk to is like, no, dude, definitely grow a mustache. I'm like, okay. There it is. There's the big trees. I think I'm on the right side of the river now. Hollow Root Scouts, Vine Weavers. A bunch of skeletons come out at night. True. So these gigantic, ginormous trees represent the area where the city is. So we'll go over here. And there we are. We have now made the journey to the Elvish City. Or the Halfling City. Thanks, Cy Ravensong. I appreciate that. I was told I looked like a trucker yesterday. I was also told I looked like Eddie Hall. And I can't ever remember the guy's name, but the guy from Vikings, I was told I looked like him. I don't know if I agree with any of those statements, but that's what viewers seem to think. Okay, so up in the City of the Trees, you can see the platforms. There is an elevator here, but I always forget where it's at. We should look around for a minute. Travis Flamel, that's his name. Yeah, there it is. There's the elevator. Okay, so right here. We've done it. Now, these little guys, these dagger falls, they are prepared to attack us. Or dagger tails. I'm sorry, not dagger falls. That's, you know, Oblivion. All right. Hello, adventurers. We've made it. All right, YouTube. That's it. I've shown you how to go from Thronefast to Wild's End. You can do this at level 1. It is very difficult. Be aware, you're probably going to die. It may take a few trips. I've done it 4 or 5 different times. It takes me about 30 minutes when I'm doing it by myself, but you can 100% make the journey. It's a lot easier if you are level 10-ish, maybe higher. So keep that in mind. I will be doing a follow-up video that takes us from Wild's End back to Thronefast. But that's it for this one, YouTube. As always, if you liked it, like it. If you'd like to see more like it, click that subscribe button, bell icon for notifications. Remember, I do live stream all of this content on Twitch TV/JDon77. So stop by and say hi. You guys be good to one another. God bless you. I'll see you in the next one, YouTube. Laters.